is this land that he's a king of? What land is this that's so special? Well, that's the land of Ethiopia, the land of Presterwan. Presterwan, that's what Europe used to call Ethiopia. Presterwan. Juan, like Juan. Juan Cabeza de Pan. Yeah. So that's the story. So it's a beautiful thing, and if you have faith and you believe in the story of Christ, it only fulfills it more. Now it makes sense. But before, there's something wrong here. How can they go and, there's something missing here. The story's not balanced. So now with Rasta, now with Ethiopia, now with the African, now the story is balanced. Now it makes sense. And so that's why I'm here. So that everyone can get the same feeling that I got in my heart. And that's the feeling of balance. I don't have a lot of money, and I don't have a lot of things, but what I do have is peace of mind.
Peace of mind and passion, which you showed on stage the other day. Like I said before, your passion, your energy.
I've got nothing else to give. And my sincerity is just be sincere and be truthful. Like Bob said, and many people said before Bob, the truth is an offense, but it's not a sin. So if you check that out, as long as you're saying the truth, it might offend some people, but as long as it's not a sin, the key is not to sin, and to be in the eyes of the Almighty. Do what you know is right, what you feel is right. That is called intuition. And some people have intuition, and some people don't have intuition. Some people have the power of philosophy, and some people have the power to kill and destroy, So you have to follow the sages, you have to follow the smart ones. And usually the smart ones don't have money. Usually the people that really know what's happening, they're not people with money. Not that money's bad, but if you're searching and you're trying to accumulate money, then you're not searching God. Because it's easier for a camel to enter the gates of the eye. It's easier for a camel to enter the eye of a needle than to enter the gates of Zion. It's a very simple story. I had to make these things up. This is what I hear, and this is the things that teach me.
And you said you met Bob.
Yes, in a passing glance,
Yeah.
But to meet Bob is impossible because only Bob knew Bob. Not even his wife knew Bob. So to meet someone is but the spirit is what we know. It's the spirit that he emanated through video, through song. We still see it here. He's here still.
Yeah.
And that's how we know Bob. But physically once, Bob. But before we knew what it was gonna be, wow, And he had to step out when he stepped out. There's a reason for everything.
All right. And that transition from basketball to the music, how did you start clubbing and stuff like that?
I started clubbing in Miami. Because already we love the reggae so much. So it's like, wow, the passion for the reggae. And then we'd go out to clubs, and there was one club called the Hungry Sailor in Miami, in Coconut Grove, that would play. They would play reggae music, and I would go there ritually, because that was my music now. I got all my high school friends, and they were like, "Deja negrado." I said, "Brother, that's the key, my brother." And they say, "Oh, you get it with negro." I said, "I don't know if that's the story, but there's something pulling me that way, and I think it has nothing to do with being black, white, or anything. It's just a matter. There's a spirit in this music. There's a story that I love, This other story no me atrae. Este cuento sí me atrae." And so I went with that, and everyone just told me, "Estás loco, estás fumado, estás loco." ¿Estoy fumado ni estoy loco? Me encanta fumar, pero no estoy loco. But my brother, so the transition is just that, man. I had basketball, I had the groove, and the groove brought me to play the drums, but I never played guitar. I'm not a musician, as like the great band Cultura Profética, the kids play, man. And they're beautiful singers and great,
Great
body and drum, they wheelie, te toca, y te canta. So I tip my hat off if I had one. I tip it off to them, but I do something else. Mine is truth. I believe that I'm somewhat intelligent and I have a story to tell. Y soy cubano, y soy huevón. So I'm not scared to do what I have to do. It's passion, Sorry if I say bad words, but this is the words that come out,
Don't worry.
And in this day and age, as long as I don't say really bad words, I'm all right. You know.
This is the internet. That's my page, so you can say whatever you want.
No, but we have to stay because people are listening. And anything that comes out of your mouth, it has to be nice in Just sight. You know. Make sure that God, you know, he understands what you're saying and it's okay with him. So it depends on how is it that we say it and we use these things. Because there's always time for war and time for peace. And sometimes it's time for war. So this word has to get out. This word has to get out. It has to get out properly. It can't be, you know, it's like, no, the word is like this, man. Whether you accept it or not, this is how it is. Getting back to the story, the drums. My brother, I just started playing drums.
The transition, now we have the transition from basketball to music.
Okay.
Now the transition from drums to the microphone.
Okay, well that took a while. We created a band called Copacetic. And the key, I think the key is everything in life is you have to be original. Because once you're original, no one can take that from you. If you're a painter and you paint, no matter what you paint, you're original. No one knew who Van Gogh was gonna be, or Van Gogh, or Monet, or, you know, no one knew, you know, that their paintings were gonna sell. They just were who they were. So in music or whatever you do, go do what you have to do. And those who ridicule you are either envious or they don't have it, you know, they want it. But so you can't watch and don't let those things disturb you. If something is inside you to burn, to do something, go do it. And it helps if you have a little talent. It helps, you know. So knowing that soy muchacho con talento, juego a keyboard, maybe I could do this. So I started playing drums, but my only intention was to play reggae and to have a reggae band that played original music. If we're not gonna do original, then forget it. Nunca te canté un Red Wine.
Covers.
No covers, only Bob, you know. But the Bob songs were Zion Train and Concrete Jungle, Africa Unites, Zimbabwe. They were always songs que no se oyen. No te canto Three Little Birds, everything's gonna be alright. Because not everything's gonna be alright. It can be alright if we come together. But, you know, that's a nice story for that song, you know. But I always felt that Bob's songs, like he has a legend album, but eso no son the greatest hits. That's someone else's opinion of his greatest hits. If that was my greatest hits, none of those songs would have made it on the album. But getting back to the point. So the drums, man, I had a band called Copacetic and we did very good. And I went looking for not just musicians, I went looking for Rastas, for rebels. And I found them. I found Moses y Lenny Dredd, que andaba con Bob mucho, con Baga, que todavía toca conmigo. He's still my guitarist, Baga. You saw him on stage the other night. Richard Thomas was a Jamaican. Asha Kang Kung Fu from England, who plays with Julian and Damien. And myself. And that was and Lion from St. Thomas, who just recently passed away. And it was all Rastafarians, go dreads, and no matter where we went, not me, I had short hair. I was still in transition. That was before Johnny Dread. Although I was always Johnny Dread, they always say, "Oh, hey, Johnny Dread." And I used to ask the Rasta man, "How come you call me Johnny Dread?" He goes, "Because you're Dread, my brother. You're more Dread than most of us." And so with the days and the years went on, and you know, a girl once asked me, "How come they call you Johnny Dread and you're not Dread?" And I said, "Well, I guess that's the last day that's gonna happen." And from that day on, I started to dread. Never again I looked back, because it was the big question: why do they call you Dread and you're not Dread? And that's when I looked in the mirror and I said, "Okay, let's go. Let's get on board."
You can't be Dread without the dreads.
Yeah, you can't be Dread.